Hey everyone, and welcome back to Stand By Go, the theater podcast out of Asheville, North Carolina. And we have made it to the championship match of the first ever Broadway March Madness. We've had an exciting competition so far, coming down from 14 folks down to our last two. And let's recap how we've gotten here. So on the left side of the bracket, we had Mark beating Mandy in the director's region. And then because I'm not good at math, Ryan actually tied with Audrey in the first actors region. And so I had Ryan move up to the directors region to face Mark in the Elite Eight, where Mark won. And then in the final four matchup, Mark beat Audrey, who came out of the actors region. And on the right side of the bracket, we have Riley, who first beat Anna and then beat Evan to come out of the teenager region, and then beat Sarah last week in the final four. So we have Mark versus Riley in a very exciting matchup to see who wins the championship. So how is this one going to go? We've had 3 rounds, each round very different. We've had the who, what, when. We've had the name that tune, and then we've had trivia. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to combine all 3. We're going to bring back the different points like we had in the first 2 rounds. So free throw, 2-pointer, and 3-pointer. And this is how it's all going to kind of meld together. So for free throws, the 1 point, if they want to have, if they say, I want a free throw, I'm going to give them all 3. The who, so the top 4 billing in the original Broadway cast, when it came out on Broadway, and where, which is where the main set or the main location of the story takes place. I give them all 3 of those for 1 point. For 2 points, we're doing trivia, where I pull out of the bowl like I did last week, and I read the trivia question. And then 3-pointers are name that tune, where they only get 3 seconds of a song, 3 random seconds of a song. So one thing that's very different than the other rounds is that there are no hints. So they only get 3 seconds of the song. I will play it one more time, and if they ask for it, and that's it. There's no going down to 2 points. They have to answer and or give up their chance at that. The one thing that does stay the same is that if somebody gets it wrong, the other person can guess and steal those points. The other biggest difference between this round and all the other rounds is that it's 10 rounds in the competition. So each person will have 10 chances to score. I'm very excited about this final competition between Mark and Riley, and it should be very interesting. And let's go on to see who wins. And here we are, the championship match between Riley and Mark. And this is what we're playing for. The Broadway March Madness tournament with the spinny like the Tony. So I've already given everybody the rules. Everybody knows what's happening. We're going to jump right in. To figure out who decides to go first or second, I actually have a random number generator up on my computer. So I'm not even coming up with a number like I have been. I hit it a couple times. Go ahead, Riley. Go ahead and give me a number between 1 and 100.
55.
Okay. And Mark?
82.
So it was 72. So Mark was closer.
Dang.
And Mark, you get to decide. Are you going first or second?
I think I'm going to go second.
Ooh, of course you are. Come on.
So we have second. So Riley, that means you go first.
No.
Throw you to the wolves.
And just a reminder, we have 10 rounds this time. So Here we go, Riley. Are you going for a 1-pointer, 2-pointer, or a 3-pointer?
God, see, I'm so nervous because it's like I don't want 1 point, but I don't want to do trivia.
Well, you could always go for 3 points.
Yeah, I don't have a death wish. Not yet,
All
I
right.
don't.
What you gonna go for? 1 or 2?
I'll go 2. I'll go 2. I might
Right,
as
so
well.
2 is trivia.
I might regret that.
Here we go. There's still some good ones in here. Some easy ones in here.
I'm so nervous.
So for 2 points, to come apart. The one in my left hand.
I'm already regretting this.
Oh, here we go. This is general Broadway knowledge. What was an early nickname of Broadway?
What?
What was one of the biggest early nicknames of Broadway?
I didn't know Broadway ever had nicknames. I'm off to a great start.
Here we go. Yeah. You've probably heard it.
I probably have. Like once you like tell me like I what? No, I like don't even have like an idea.
You're not gonna throw out a guess? You might, you
I'm gonna
never
go
know.
through a guess. I'm gonna go with this is totally made up. I'm gonna go with the Golden Block.
The Golden Block. Okay, that is incorrect.
I figured. Because I
Mark,
made
do you know it?
Is it the Great White Way?
It is the Great White Way.
Okay, now that you say it, I do know that.
Which is so not, we can't have that anymore because there were lots of reasons why it was called the Great.
Yes, I mean the original reason why I did look it up was all of the lights that were on the signs of Broadway, like marquees and whatnot, were all white, and so when they all lit up, it was a bright white light. That's why it was called that.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like golden might be in there, so that's why I went for it. And
Well,
then
I mean, you were kind of going down the right road with going with the color.
yeah, but I also was like, my other guess was like Old Broadway, which isn't a nickname. It's actually long.
All right, Mark. For your
All
first
right.
round, what you going for?
I think I'm going to come out of the gate with a 3-pointer.
Oh, of course you are. God.
A 3-pointer. Name that tune. Give me a number between 1 and 83.
64.
64. Okay. Oh, it would be helpful if I shared
Your audio.
my audio. Here we go. Share audio. Watch. It's going to be a commercial.
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back.
Well, now we know that the sound works.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Yes, you do not get your 3 points off of that. But
Dang it.
You can dream.
all right, here we go. Again, just putting it in a random part of the song. We'll see. Oh, I need my timer. 3 seconds of the song.
So I named the show, right?
Yeah, just the show.
And that's The Sound of Music.
That is The Sound of Music.
You could have at least given
I'm
him
so-
a hard one.
I'm sorry, Riley.
Legitimately, it was all
It's random.
it's all random.
Random, but that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt any less.
All right, Riley, here we go. All right, Riley, here we go. Down 4 in the second. Let's go. You got 9 more to go. We're good. You can come back
I'll go for a 3-pointer because now I'm stressed.
for a 3-pointer. All right, give me a number between 1 and 83. That's not 64.
63. It's my lucky number. So
Wait, really?
yeah, I don't know why. I just like it. I use it a lot, so am I gonna regret that?
We'll see after. Here we go. You ready?
I was like, that was not 3 seconds. No way.
It was not. No. Here we go.
Easy.
That was 3 seconds. Almost 4. Just 3 seconds.
I'm gonna make a thinking face so it looks like I'm thinking when actually my
You have
mind
no
is
idea.
blank. Here.
Remember, you can ask to listen to it one more time.
Yeah, can I hear it again, please?
Yep. Here we go. Attempting to get the same.
Mark. No, maybe I don't want to hear it again. Yeah, no, I want to hear it again.
Okay.
Who am I kidding?
It was similar to the same 3 seconds.
Yeah. I couldn't even understand what she was saying. That's my problem.
Could you recognize who it was?
She sounds so familiar. It sounds like either, oh shoot, what's her name? Now I don't even know.
You don't have too much longer.
I know. It sounds kind of like Laura Osnes, but I don't think it is.
So do you have a guess of the show?
Also does sound like a little bit like Sierra Vargas, but I'm sticking with Laura Osnes. I'm gonna go Bandstand.
It's not Bandstand.
I figured.
Mark, do you have an idea of what that was from?
I do not.
That's figuring.
It's a weird section of a song I couldn't figure out. It's not
It is a
something
weird section of the song.
If I've heard it before, it went by and I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
It's from a newer show though, I think.
So
Yeah.
so it was this is from the Gershwins, Porgy and Bess.
Yeah.
It
Was
was
that Audra McDonald?
it was Audra McDonald.
Oh.
I thought it was, but honestly, I haven't listened to Porgy and Bess enough to really know all the music in Porgy and Bess. So.
I was trying to also like pick out like the sound quality of it. I was like, okay, does this actually sound like a newer recording or is it older?
Yeah.
That didn't
But
help.
it wasn't even enough to really know, was that Audra McDonald? Because I've heard her sing so many times that it was like,
Yeah.
was that what it was? Oh my
Yeah.
God, that was a weird part of the song.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
But I still have 0 points.
No, that was a weird part of the song.
I don't remember. There was some point in one of the earlier rounds where this show was brought up, and I was like, I need to watch this. I need to listen to the show.
Oh, it's a beautiful score, but like I said, I haven't listened to it enough. That was a weird section. You know.
It was, for those of you who are wondering, it was Summertime from Porgy and Bess.
Wait, is there still the extra point thing when you get the title? Okay.
No.
That's what I thought.
Just pure 3-pointers. All right, Mark.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go for 3 again. I like the Name That Tunes.
I had a
I'm still
feeling
not
this is what you were gonna do. All right, so between 1 and 83.
Let's go for 49.
I thought you were gonna say 62, and I was like, that'd be funny.
Already done that one.
Well, I'm trying. You said 49. I'm trying to do it where I can get it to open without automatically starting. Of course, it doesn't matter because this is an ad. So we'll just ad lib for the next 15 seconds.
The ad is 15 seconds long?
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
So.
I might just have to go for a 1 pointer next round so I get a point.
Ooh, it's tough. Where do I pick this song up from?
Unless you get it wrong and then I get a point.
Listen. I have a little bit of confidence in myself.
All right, here we go. I put my cursor right in the middle. Let's see. It would be helpful if I unmuted. Here we go.
That would be Anything Goes.
It would be Anything Goes.
I'm excited because I knew it.
I could tell Riley knew it. She was hoping I'd get it wrong.
Yeah. That is one thing about the two of you. You are both very expressive, and once you know it, Mark
like-
gets this smile when he knows it. He's like,
I know he does. I'm gonna start being like poker face, like not do anything. Cause yeah. Okay.
all right, Riley.
I just need a 1-pointer. I just need something.
All right, here we go.
Maybe I'm gonna regret that.
For 1 point. I need a number between 1 and 30.
17.
17.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Oh, so I forgot what 1 point was. It's been so long since we did these competitions. So you get all three. This show opened on Broadway in 2003.
Okay.
It is set. The main location is Shiz University, and it has Idina Menzel, Kristen Chenoweth, and that's all I'm giving you.
Wicked.
Yay! Got 1 point. I almost just read off The Land of Oz, and that would have been hilarious.
That would have been really funny. But
Because
when
it could
when you said 2003, my mind immediately went to Wicked, because I'm like, that's the only musical that I know that opened in 2003.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are plenty others, but that's the one that I know.
October of 2003.
I wasn't alive yet, so
You weren't?
no, I was born in 2004.
Oh my gosh. I saw Wicked in January of 2004. So I saw it a few months after it opened.
You saw the
Wow.
original Broadway cast?
I did.
That's impressive.
Everyone except for Nessa. Nessa was an understudy the night I saw it. But I saw Eden Espinosa as Nessa Rose. So I saw a really amazing actress, who was understudying. And the funny story is, I was waiting for autographs. She came out and I asked her if she would sign my poster. And her response to me was, "I'm not Adina." And I looked at her and I said, "I know you're not. You're Eden Espinosa." And she went, "Oh, yes, I'll sign your poster."
Yeah, I just watched
So
it.
she knew exactly. She looks a lot like Adina,
Oh, yeah.
or she did at that time. She doesn't anymore. But yeah, anyway, tangent.
Yeah, no, my mind immediately went to Wicked. So
It's a
Well,
great
that's
show.
good.
I was like, when you said 2000, I was like, okay, that makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, because it could have been, the show opened in 1947.
I'm like, yeah, that's really before I was alive.
All right, Mark. I'm just gonna go ahead and get another 3-pointer.
Yeah, let's do the music.
And then give me a number.
18.
18 is a good number.
This is a good number.
I don't know what it means.
I was about to say, I don't know why it's a good number. I don't know why I just said that, but
There's something
There we
about 18. I'm like,
good morning.
oh, that's an ad.
Yes.
Oh, I was like, what is that? I was getting ready to guess though. There was one I was going to guess, but
What would you have guessed?
I was going to say Dear Evan Hansen,
Oh.
because it does kind of
Oh,
sound like the beginning when
It
his
did
mom
sound
starts
of
talking.
it. Yeah, it sounds like the beginning of the map one. Very beginning.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, here we go. That is where I have put this. And I have unmuted. And I have pressed play.
Hey, buddy, don't be afraid that it won't be perfect. The only thing to be afraid
Oh God. I need to hear it again.
All right, here we go. See if I can get it back to the exact part.
Buddy, don't be afraid that it won't be perfect. The only thing to be afraid of really.
This is another one that it just happened to be in a random weird spot of this song.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, I don't think I'm not 100% sure, but it sounds like City of Angels.
It is not. Was that the show that you gave me? City of Angels?
Yeah.
Oh, it is not.
Never heard of that show.
So for a steal,
I don't even know. Like the voice sounds very familiar,
mhm.
but don't know.
And I'm gonna play another. I'm gonna play another part of the song. Nobody gets the points there. I'm gonna play another part of the song. See if we can get it.
Oh, so nobody. Okay, so I get.
I mean, unless you have a, unless you want.
I
to
don't have a guess, but just go ahead.
Okay, here we go.
Company.
Yeah,
But that's the original cast, it sounds like.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's hard when it's dialogue. It's like
Yeah.
singing, yes, but I'm like, I don't know what that dialogue could be a number of things.
All right, going into the fourth turn. What up?
Okay, 3-pointer. Give me a song. I'm desperate.
Okay, here we go.
I got 1 point. I got 1 point.
We're going into the fourth right
upset.
now. It is 7 Mark, 1 Riley. But this is partially why I did the 10 rounds, because now you have more time to come back, you know?
It's very true.
Here we go. You said 3-pointer?
Yeah, I've been texting my mom throughout this. I'm like, I'm losing. I'm down by 4.
Well, don't
I'm
do
down.
that, because, you know, here we go. Number. Give me a number.
3.
I was actually looking at that number, which is odd.
That's really weird. That's like a weird like ESP moment. Maybe I'm regretting my decision already.
Don't. You got to go for it.
You gotta go for it, you know?
You know?
You gotta
Yeah.
be bold. Gotta be bold.
You got to be bold. All right, here we go. Have gone through the ad and have unlocked.
You've unlocked the song.
I've unmuted it. Here we go.
Everything free in America. For a small fee in America.
West Side Story.
There you go.
Yeah!
Hey.
Yeah, I'm in it. I'm in it now.
You're in your groove.
That's in quotes. You know
All
what?
right,
I
Mark.
feel better about myself now.
All right, we know that Mark's gonna go for a 3-pointer. So what's the number?
Yeah.
I think you should switch it up, you know? Maybe go for like a 1-pointer. Maybe give some of us a chance. Some of the help out the underdog.
By the way, Riley, when I said I knew what Mark's strategy was probably going to be, and I wouldn't tell you what it is, this is what it was.
I'm seeing that now. Maybe
'Cause this is what he did the last round too. He was like, or the last time there were shots, he was like 3-pointers across the board. Here we go.
But back then we could lower it if we didn't know it. We could get
Yeah.
another.
Yeah, and that's the way I would have played. Like if I would have just gone 3, and if I could lower it to 2.
Yeah,
All right,
that's-
here we go. What's your number, Mark?
28.
Here we go.
that's also a good number. Like 28 is like a nice number. I don't know. Numbers are weird.
I didn't have an ad this time, but I'm
But-
gonna.
I was like,
So that wasn't 3 seconds.
I was like,
No,
was
it
that
wasn't.
truly
I will
ad?
always try and pause it because I very rarely am gonna play the very first 3 seconds of the song. Oh,
Yeah.
I could if I wanted to.
You could, but don't do that.
Here we go.
All these years. Now it has found me.
Oh God, more dialogue.
Yeah, more dialogue. I like this.
I didn't realize he was in the show.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to hear it again.
There it is.
Now it has found me. I
I mean, Mark, I'm all for like supporting you and stuff like that, but I'm so glad you got dialogue again because this guy actually gets me a shot. Sorry, that's said with love, but
Man of La Mancha.
It is not. Riley, do you have a guess?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with, because this makes no sense, I'm gonna go with Jekyll and Hyde.
It is not Jekyll and Hyde.
I figured.
Let's see if there's another part.
You've got to be carefully taught.
Oh.
South Pacific.
Yep. It is weird that like I've been getting the dialogue, but then each time I go to play another part, it's the actual name of the song that's in the show. So maybe I should start doing double.
All
What was
right.
that number? That doesn't really
There's
matter.
28.
Oh, that's right. Here we go. Riley, what point value you going with?
I'm gonna go with 3. You know what? No regrets. No regrets. 3 all the way. Let's go. Because I might get lucky.
Here we go. What's the number?
74. I don't like the face you just made.
I didn't make a face.
No, you did. You did. You definitely did. What? Oh, that was an ad.
Was it? Listen, if you only get a split second of the song, that's not what we're going for.
Listen, my reaction,
For
I'm like
either of y'all.
always on.
Mhm. Have you all seen any of like the new Airbnb commercials and how they're like super sappy?
Oh yeah, they like pan around like this house and we're like,
All right, here we go.
This might happen. Yes.
Where there's love and
Dang it, Mark. Come on. Come on, dude. Could I hear it again? I wasn't paying attention.
That's the point of this game, is to pay attention to the
Can
song.
I hear it again?
Yes, you can.
there's love and
Oh, she sounds so familiar. I don't. Cause those.
Excuse me. I had to burp. That's why I silenced myself. All right, Riley, you have an idea?
It sounds older, so it's definitely older. I'm going to go. I don't even have a guess. Oh my god. Because I know that Mark's gonna get it, so I was like,
Just throw something out.
I don't even have anything to throw out.
4, 3, 2. I'll point to you. Give it to me.
Me?
No, not you.
Oh.
I don't have anything. Like,
All right, Riley, you are giving up your go. So, Mark, what is it?
That is The Wiz.
It is The Wiz.
And it's Home by Stephanie Mills.
Yep.
And watch it when you say old, Riley. That musical came out around the same year I was born.
my bad.
No, it's fine.
Well, she calls me old, and
It is old.
It's a very good show. You should watch it.
Oh my
I
God,
think
The Wiz. The movie, there's a movie, and please don't judge the musical by that movie because there are so many things wrong with that film.
All right. Well, it's not like I'm gonna like go out and find a production to go see it.
But the movie has Michael Jackson in it.
Okay.
He plays the Scarecrow. It's an all-black version of The Wizard of Oz.
I knew that.
Yeah. So,
I personally think it's one of the better like Broadway live shows that they've done.
oh no, the NBC live version they did, I highly recommend that one.
All right. I'll
Yes.
watch that one.
That one's modern, newer. and Mary J. Blige is in it, and I forget who else. There's a couple other R&B hip hop artists in it. But
the one of the actors, I can't think of her name, from Glee was on it. She sang
Amber Riley.
Yeah.
And then the kid from Hairspray that played Seaweed, the movie Hairspray.
Very good show.
Oh yeah.
He plays the Scarecrow, I think. It's really good. Yeah. So.
All right, Mark.
Okay.
Your turn on the 5th round.
It's only the 5th round. Sorry, I just went through a lot of emotions there.
We're gonna go for a 3-pointer again and hope and pray that I don't get dialogue, or I get dialogue that actually tells me what the show
Tells you what it is.
Oh, John, give him dialogue, please. I need to still have a chance.
All right, give me a number, Mark.
We're gonna go for 66.
Nice.
That was not it, obviously.
Was that a Truly ad?
No, it's Partake,
Mm.
which is delicious craft non-alcoholic beer, not a sponsor. Just had to put that in case, you know.
In case they come for you.
Yeah, not a sponsor. Here we go. Okay, so I hit one. Now I'm going to hit a second one, and hopefully that's not dialogue. I'm going to.
Come on.
One fine night, they leave the pool hall, heading for the dance at the arm.
So he got dialogue, but
No, but that whole song is dialogue.
that whole song is dialogue.
That's the Music Man.
That is the Music Man.
You got trouble right here.
We got trouble right here in River City. Have you done that show, Mark? I feel like you're a good Harold Hill.
I would like to do it, but they did it at ACT already, and Hart was getting ready to do it last year, and then they're not doing it this year. So, but they already had a cast. So
I could see you being a good Harold Hill, and I would love to play. The guy who sings Shapoopy, whatever that character.
You know,
is.
Harold Hill is not really a role on my. It's not a dream role for me. I mean, it would be fun, but you know what's Albert Peterson is a dream role of mine in Bye Bye Birdie. I'd love to play Albert.
So I was thinking, like, you getting all of these songs with dialogue. It is at least a little bit more difficult than the last round you had of Name That Tune,
Where every song
where he had like Popular and a whole bunch of other really easy songs.
Yeah,
so
it was like, what?
I was so nervous for Name That Tune, and then I got all of mine right.
Yeah.
So,
All right, Riley, you have some work to do.
thanks,
So
John.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go with trivia because I need to switch it up.
All right.
I think we need to switch it up.
There we go.
All right.
Sometimes that's what helps a comeback.
Sometimes you just gotta make yourself feel better and get something right. Doesn't matter about the points anymore. It's for my morals.
All right. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm giving you the name of 3 songs in this show. You have to name the musical.
Okay.
So the songs are The Rain in Spain, Get Me to the Church on Time, and I Could Have Danced All Night.
My Fair Lady.
Yeah. Good job.
Ha. I'm getting points again. I don't even care that I'm like losing pretty badly right now. Like I'm texting my mom, I'm like, I'm losing still. And she's like, it's okay.
Robin's
I'm not a
probably
trash
very-
talker though.
Yeah.
I really want you to do well.
Mark's not the trash talker like you and your last opponent.
Oh, I want you to do well, Riley, but I'm not going to get an answer wrong. Just so. I'm not going to throw the game.
Yeah. See, Mark and I have the same philosophy. Like, I don't let people win. Here we go. All right, Mark. Going back with your 3-pointers.
Yeah.
You don't want to switch it up a little bit? Come on.
And your number?
12.
I think the hardest part is picking the number.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
it could.
I don't want to
be.
switch it up and get how many Broadway theaters are on.
Why do you think I keep asking you to get trivia?
I actually think that may have been the hardest question in that in the bowl.
I am still shocked to this day.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten it right.
I can't believe I did. I don't know why I knew
You
that.
probably read it somewhere.
I probably did, and I just remembered it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad I did.
Got the double at this time.
Double ads are the worst.
Here we go. Get my timer up, and here we go. It would be helpful if I unmuted.
I know you in autumn.
I think I know, but I want to hear it one more time.
All right, here we go.
You in autumn. And
Is that Camelot?
It is Camelot. This is the Julie Andrews and Richard Burton version.
Is
Wow.
it? But was the song? It's either Lancelot or was it was How to Handle a Woman?
It's If Ever I Would Leave You.
If Ever I Would Leave You. Yeah, I was trying to think of what the rest of the tune was, but I was like, yeah, okay. If ever I would leave you, it wouldn't be in.
My guess was gonna be Carousel. So
Close. I mean, it's the same style of music and the same.
See, that's why my guess would be Carousel. So I'm thinking smart.
All right. Going on to the 7th round, Riley. Here we go.
Give me a 3-pointer.
3-pointer.
Please. I need something.
And your number?
19. Seems like a solid number. I think that's an ad.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't.
it was drums.
It was drums. This may be the first time I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the very beginning of the song.
Okay.
So here we go.
Okay. Good. It's Hairspray.
It is Hairspray.
I did actually know it from the first drum. I did. But my mind registered. I was like, oh, that's an ad. But I was like, that does sound like Good Morning Baltimore.
And they stole those drums from Be My Baby. It's like the same beginning to Dirty Dancing. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, everything's stolen nowadays, so.
Were you alive when we did? Yeah, you were alive when we did Hairspray at ACT.
I was alive when you did Hairspray.
But you were, how old? You were what?
I think it would have been 8.
7 or 8?
Yeah. I saw it too.
That was a fun show.
I don't remember much of it though. I just remember sitting in the audience. That's about it.
All right, Mark.
I remember those old seats.
The old seats, yes.
The old fire hazard seats.
Oh my god.
Yes, I broke many of those seats in my days of directing at ACT by sitting on them the wrong way.
I think the first time I walked in there, it was either during the renovation or right before it, because Rob took us on a tour of it during class one time.
Yeah, you should have seen it before. Y'all didn't know what it looked like before that, because in the 90s, it looked even different. There was an old god-awful gold curtain.
Mm.
And it had stains all over it because they had hosted a bodybuilding competition at one time, and they oiled themselves up. Well, somehow they'd gotten oil on the curtain. So
Wow.
yeah, it's gone through many changes before it's reached what it's at now. So
I'm
but
glad
I
you
have
have
pictures.
Huh? The aisles are the best part right now.
Oh yeah.
Having to walk like all the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
God
yeah.
forbid you sat in the center.
Yes,
Oh,
that was a fire hazard waiting to happen.
yeah.
They smelled weird too.
All right,
All
Mark.
righty.
Okay,
What
shutting up.
number?
We're gonna go for number 75.
Here we go.
He just keeps rolling.
That's Showboat.
It is Showboat. Not for the extra point, but you know the song it was?
Old Man River.
Yeah, that Old Man River. As I'm getting older and not singing as much, I'm becoming more and more of a bass. So
It happens. I'm finding that out as I get older that my voice is changing again, and I'm not a tenor anymore.
it's
Nor do I
very
want
sad.
to be a tenor. So I'm like, oh, I'll sing the bass line. Thank you.
I used to have an argument with one of my best friends, shout out to Peyton, who we would always argue that I was a tenor. She's like, John, you are no longer a tenor. And I'm like, but I want to be a tenor.
I mean, they certainly don't write really good roles for bass,
No.
but which is a shame. Musical theater people out there should write shows that are not just tenor leads or
Yeah,
soprano leads. They should be alto. I mean, the altos always get the sidekicks, you know, like Ado Annie and
Yeah.
Carrie Pipperidge, and they're like, it's always the best friend as opposed to the leads. So
Yeah. Although there are some really good, like deep baritone bass roles out there. They
oh
just
yeah,
need to
I
be
mean,
more. I want to play.
wouldn't mind.
I want to play Frollo so bad
Yeah,
in the Hunchback. It's just a great.
I wouldn't mind playing Arch Dr. Craven in Secret Garden. So just to sing the baritone line of Lily's Eyes.
Mhm. All right, Riley. Here we go. What number? What kind of shot are you taking?
I'm gonna go with the 3-pointer. All or
3-pointer.
nothing now.
And give me your number.
33.
33.
I had a summer camp counselor that was obsessed with Lily's Eyes from The Secret Garden.
Oh, it's such a beautiful song.
That whole show is gorgeous. I love that show. It's so
Yeah, but there's only so many times I can hear like Lily's Eyes at a summer camp. Like literally, he would only play like this one part. And he was like, "This is the best part in all musical theater." I was like, "Okay."
They did it at SART a long time ago, and my sister was the props master for it, and she had to buy like 3 or 4 carloads of flowers for it. That's the side point.
I believe, and I'd have to Google it to make sure, but I'm pretty sure that the composer is Carly Simon's sister. Carly Simon, the singer.
Gotcha.
Riley's
All right,
like,
Riley.
you know who Carly Simon is? Riley.
I'm
No.
just gonna keep like a neutral expression while you talk.
Okay.
A
Ask your
smile
mom
and
who
nod gets
Carly
you through
Simon
almost
is.
anything in life. All right, Riley. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know why I went real
Here we
southern.
go.
Your 3 seconds of this song.
Are you serious?
All you get.
Come
Funny thing is,
on.
Mark knows it.
Yeah, that's the
Pretty
unfortunate
sure.
part. Come on.
You don't recognize that oboe or bassoon
No.
run?
Should I? Should I? Should I?
When you hear what it is, you're
Yeah.
gonna probably kick yourself. But
Yeah. Do you want to hear it again? You want to hear it again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, she's
It
close
sounds
to
like
it.
a Christmas song. And I know it's not.
I guess I don't think that holiday takes place in this show. Could
I'm
be
gonna
wrong.
try
It's been a
and
while
use
since I've seen it.
I'm gonna try to use holidays.
No,
Maybe
don't think too much. That wasn't a hint. Don't think too much into what I just said.
My guess is it's Thanksgiving, Charlie Brown. I'm kidding. Don't take that seriously.
I don't take you seriously often.
Okay.
Trash talking from the host starts.
It also sounds like the Nutcracker, which is also a Christmas, so not helpful. I don't know. I'm like getting like. I'm just gonna go with My Fair Lady because I like that show.
It is not.
I figured.
I almost was like, Mark, do you want me to let her listen to another part of the song?
Well, why didn't
she's very far. She's very far.
But you're in a section that's all instrumental, so I don't think if she heard it anymore, she would even know it. I could hum the rest of it because
I was gonna do that.
This is an album I listened to when I was a kid, over and 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 over. And I watched
the VHS all the time. When I was in school.
But is it my turn to answer it?
Yeah, it is.
It's Cats.
It is Cats.
Oh, I don't like. No, even if I wouldn't know.
Someone matters and a
It's
and the street lamp gutters.
I still wouldn't know it because
Memory.
Because you don't like that show?
No, I don't.
Or as some people love, they always say memory, which is boobs. Memories.
Right. So here's the question. Have y'all seen the new movie?
Of course.
What?
What is your opinion on this? I have yet to see it.
You know, I'm not gonna rip it apart. I had a good time when I watched the film. That's to me, that's what films should be. You either have a good time or you don't. If you don't, you can sit there and pick it apart and find all the reasons why. But what's the point? In Cats, it was enjoyable. There are lots of weird things that happen in that movie, and I can't figure out what their thought process was. Like if they had given them like cat noses, it would have made the movie like 1,000 times better instead of having their faces superimposed on these weird bodies. I mean, I've seen Reapp, like that Reface app or whatever. I've seen better jobs there than I have in that movie. Yeah. So I'm like, I just wanted them to have cat noses as opposed to regular noses. And then their sizes changed, like the scale. You know, and Jill and I were in a long thread because they just built the set for Asheville School's production of Cats. And she was talking about scale, and I was like, but the film goes all over the place because one minute they're too little to touch the doorknob, next minute they're too big. It's like, get it right. You're driving me crazy. My cat, if she stood up, she'd be able to touch the doorknob, you know. Yeah. But it was fun. I still prefer the filmed stage production that they did in London because that is the production of Cats that I like. But the people that hated the movie hate Cats in general. You either like Cats or you hate Cats.
There's no
in between.
I would say there's like, I am in between. Like, I don't hate it, but it's like never going to be one of my favorites.
But you have to admit, John, if someone gave you an opportunity to be in it, you probably would, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'd be
it's fun.
I'd be Deuteronomy in a heartbeat.
I want to be Skimbleshanks. I love the Railway Cat song. That's one of my favorite songs.
I was Asheville Performing Arts Academy was planning on doing Cats when I was still in it, and then they're like, "Nah, we're gonna do Newsies instead." And I was like, "Okay."
When the first time I was here, so in 2006, I think that was it, either 2006 or 2007, the touring company came through Asheville. And I got to see it for free because UNCA students got to see it for free. So I'm like, I'm not going to turn down free theater. And it was over at whatever the Thomas Wolfe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was really interesting, the fact that Deuteronomy just shows up on the stage before the show starts and you don't know where he came from. Because you're like, oh, this is a nice set. You go talking to a friend, you look back and there's a big old cat. Also know somebody who played Deuteronomy on national tour or something. Shout out to Bill. But yeah, I would do that show in a heartbeat. Yeah.
There's a lot seeing that show live is completely different than seeing it on film. I mean, when you see it live, at the beginning, the cats all appear in the auditorium.
Yeah.
Suddenly their eyes light up. They're wearing these little glasses that have like lights. So suddenly the lights are out and the music is playing, and all of a sudden these little cat eyes just start appearing all over the auditorium. You're like, what? And then they're crawling along beside you, which is yet kind of cool and freaky at the same time.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It carved a niche out in 1980s, and the British invasion and Starlight Express came along, and which is another show I really love, but most people hate.
Isn't that the one on
They're on roller skates, yes. And I think it's cool. It's a rock and roll musical, and it's fun and silly. And I love the costuming. And if I had an opportunity to do it and could roller skate, I would do it. Not anymore. I'm too old. I'd probably hurt something more every day.
and Cats made Andrew Lloyd Webber a lot of money.
Yes, it did.
All right, Mark.
Yeah.
It is your turn in the 8th round. Here we go. What number are you gonna go with?
We're gonna go with
2-pointer, Mark. Come on.
Yeah. Let's go for a 2-pointer. Let's just throw it out there.
Oh, here we go. 2-pointer.
I mean, I'm so far ahead now that like
I mean, he's
I'm not. I'm just saying.
right
I'm so
about
far
that.
ahead that if I lose it, it's
You're
not
stating
gonna.
facts.
Do you want me to count up the points right now as it is, Riley?
Do it.
All right. So Mark has 4, 7, 10, 16. He has 19, 21 because of the steal he just got, and you have 4, 9, 21 to 9. But here we go. It's okay.
But you're doing so well, Riley.
But Riley, here's the thing. A, you're doing well. B, yesterday in the Final Four of the basketball, the 4 best teams, one team blew out the other team. It's okay. It happens sometimes.
It does happen sometimes. And you know what? I'm proud of myself for beating Sarah Fowler. So
Here we go.
I'll take what I
And
can
you
get.
beat all the teenagers in the bracket. You're the best teenager when it comes to theater trivia in Asheville. Here we go.
Let's keep narrowing that category.
Okay, this is general Broadway knowledge for 2 points.
Scary.
Mark. This is talking about theater seating. What letter does not exist in lettering the rows in Broadway houses?
A.
That is incorrect. Riley, do you happen to know?
Q.
It is also incorrect.
Oh, there's 20 out of 20.
It is the letter I.
That makes sense.
And the reason why is because people would get their tickets and they thought it was a 1, so they thought they were on the first row. And actually, I did research. I did look into a lot of the Broadway theaters. There are a couple that have the letter I, but for the most part, there is no row I.
That does make sense.
But Riley, on the tech side, a lot of people letter sound cues, like letter them. So sound cue A, B, and they do skip the letter Q.
Makes sense.
Because you don't want a QQ. Because that confuses people.
It does make sense.
All right, Riley.
Yes.
It's your turn.
I would like a 3-pointer, please.
3-pointer.
Just for the hell of it. Let's go. Come on.
What number do you want?
13.
That is my lucky number.
It's a lot of people's lucky number, John.
I didn't say it was exclusively my lucky number. I just said it was my lucky number.
I never said it was a bad thing.
There we go. Go towards the end.
Was that my thing?
No.
Okay, I was like, I just talked through
I'm
it.
going towards the end.
Okay.
There you go.
God, it sounds like a freaking bootleg. Like, that is not.
It is. It's not a great version.
Okay, so now I've got to think of shows that might not have cast recordings. Which is.
This one does have a cast recording. But this is the one that comes up first when you put it into YouTube.
Can I hear it again?
You can. Hopefully this is the same 3 seconds.
Fingers crossed. Um, I'm gonna go with my safety guess, which is My Fair Lady.
That is incorrect. Mark, do you
Weird.
have an idea?
Yeah, and Riley had this musical in one of her previous questions
Helpful.
with Sarah. That's The Color Purple,
It is The Color Purple.
and it's I'm Here.
I don't know the color purple that well.
I'm beautiful.
There's
Yes, I'm beautiful.
So I know that.
Know the song.
So I know the guy. I know the guy who was the production stage manager for the show, and then he became the director for the national tour. And I sent him I think I tagged him in something on Instagram, and I was like, "How on earth do you not just like lose yourself into this song every night?" And he's like, "I did." He's like, "There are no cues, so I lost myself into that song."
It's an amazing song. I saw this show, and it's so funny. So I love to go in Atlanta. They have the Alliance Theater. The Alliance, a lot of times, will get world premieres of shows before they go to Broadway. I saw Aida there before it went to Broadway. It was called Elaborate Lives. It was a much different show than when it went. It went from there to Chicago, and then Chicago to Broadway. But it was a completely different show. It was like a really bad version of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat in Atlanta. But Heather Headley was amazing in it, and so was Sherry Renee Scott. But I saw The Color Purple at the Alliance Theater before it went to Broadway, and that song did not exist when I saw it. So when I come out, I always have like a running note in my head, like what the show needed before it goes to Broadway. I'm like, oh, you gotta have an 11 o'clock number for your lead. Like, how do you write a show and have a lead role so big like Celie and not give her a song in the second act that's like big, you know? The last song she had was Celie's Pants, Miss Celie's Pants. And I'm like, that's not an 11 o'clock number. So then Broadway came and I'm Here was written. And I'm like, there you go. There's your song. So
yeah. And shout out to Matt DiCarlo, who was on an episode last year, who is now in South Korea because they're about to
with Beetlejuice.
Yep, they're about to post Beetlejuice, and he's the I think the remount director for that. So
I just became Facebook friends with him through I don't know how, but somehow I'm friends with him now. So I saw that posted today. That's pretty cool.
I love me some Matt DiCarlo. Yeah, follow him on Instagram too. He's a good follow. All right, Mark.
So the game. Let's keep going.
All right, Mark. Give me a number.
Let's go for 1.
Nice.
Why not? Everybody always likes to go to the middle. I'm like, let's just start at the beginning.
I mean, I said 3 earlier.
Did you say 3?
Yeah.
I did.
All right, here we go.
I'm not remembering anything.
No troubles here. Here.
I would hope I know this song.
I'm writing down.
Considering that I have done this role twice.
I already put down the number.
That would be Cabaret.
That would be Cabaret.
Oh, great. I'm so glad you know it because I knew it too.
Welcome.
I get excited when I know these things and then they're not mine.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I've sung that song so many times, I would hope I know it.
Yeah.
Dance routine for my master class for that song last month.
I love that show. I mean, playing Cliff was a much different role, but I enjoyed playing that one too. It was harder. It was too close to home for me to play that role, but I still enjoyed it.
All right, Riley, for your last
This is my last one. Oh my
the
god.
last one in this tournament. What you going?
Three-pointer. Let's go.
You have to go first. I'm not going to let you go for anything other than 3-pointer. So, what's your number?
What's the highest number?
83.
83.
Go for the other end.
Okay.
Here she
I don't
is,
know if you
boys!
This probably gave it away, but here we go.
I don't know if you can hear my family like yelling
I
downstairs.
did hear them. Yeah.
What's
Sorry.
happening? Are you all right?
They're probably playing cards
Oh, okay. Here we go.
or drinking. I don't know.
Here we go.
Thanks a lot. Out with the garbage. They take bows and you're batting 0.
Rose's turn. It's Gypsy.
It is.
Yay. That makes me very proud that you knew that one.
Me too. I was a
That-
little worried.
Things I know from that show.
So
was a-
that show, Riley just giving you a tip. If you have not watched that show, you need to watch it.
All
You
right.
need to don't watch. I mean, there are some people out there that are going to be like, you're crazy. Don't watch the movie with Natalie Wood and
Okay.
Rosalind Russell from the 60s.
Okay.
Although Natalie and Rosalind are amazing actors, they don't do their own singing in it, and it's very frustrating. And they changed the show to make it a movie. But there's a Bette Midler version of the movie.
Ooh.
There's also an Imelda Staunton version that they filmed live on stage in London. I honestly think the Bette Midler movie is better. It was a TV movie, but it's exactly the script on stage or
Ooh.
filmed. So I highly recommend that show. It is one of the best shows ever in book scenes
Mhm.
and in music. I mean,
I don't
and
doubt it.
it's based on a true story about Gypsy Rose Lee, who was a stripper. And
Yeah, no,
there's just-
I know the show because you told me and Nina the plot when we did.
yeah, you did. If Mama Was Married. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, no, I mean,
The
like,
only reason I know the show was because you gave us that song.
but I do recommend watching just as a theater kid, theater teen, whatever. That show, you need to know it. It's, I mean, and there's a dressing room scene towards the end that is just such a well-written script. Most of the time, musicals don't have good books. They're
Mhm.
literally just a couple of lines to get you from scene to scene and exposition, song to song. But Gypsy has a really solid book. Like, you could take the script and it doesn't need a song. That whole scene is just dialogue and it's so good. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Highly.
It'll be on the list.
Yeah.
You want your question now, Mark?
All right.
Oh, is it
Mark.
my turn for a question?
Yeah. That
Yes.
was my last one.
Yeah, I'm just looking over here. It's like, who else is here in my office this weekend? Oh, anyway. Yes. So for your last one, do you want to give me a number or do you want me to pick one for you?
I would say, you know what, at this point, just pick one. Try
Right.
to stump me.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Now, if he gets it wrong, I can still get points, right?
Yes.
Epic. Epic.
I don't know if that's going to
That's-
be easier said than done.
Fuck.
The only way I've been able to stump you is by giving you
Dialogue.
dialogue. All right, here we go. I'm gonna give you one I definitely don't know.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm definitely not gonna know it.
Yeah, you're not.
Good to know.
I may even give you some more than just 3 seconds, but here we go.
Come on, that's not fair.
Especially since this is what he gets. Well, let me fast forward it so we can actually get some words. Here we go.
That's definitely an old show.
That is
Um,
true.
You can tell by like the quality of the audio.
Yeah, I also don't know if this is from. Yeah, it's not necessarily from the show. It's more like a CD of this person's song music. Let me double check, make sure this is actually.
I don't know it, so you truly stumped me. Or if I do know it, I don't recognize that section of the song.
All right, so it is.
Sounded like a verse.
So the music is from. It's a Cole Porter show. And it's called Gay Divorce. It was Night and
Yeah.
Day from Gay Divorce.
So we talked about that. That's funny. We talked about that because you talked about how you were going to put that song in the last time with Ryan and I, and you didn't think we would know it. And I said the Frank Sinatra version I've heard before.
Mm-hmm.
Because I went through the list of songs kind of just to see if I recognized any of the songs that I might, But yeah, no, I don't know Gay Divorce. I mean, I think I only know the chorus of that song that you just played. Anyway.
All right. Well, Mark, you are officially
Recording.
the winner of the first
Yay.
ever.
Can we at least hear the scores? Can we hear the scores, please?
No, we don't need to hear the scores.
I want to hear the scores.
Okay. Well, it was 7, 10, 16, 19, 22 plus 6 is 28. So Mark had 28 and you had 12. But I've told everybody this off camera. I hope this is the first annual, but I'm also hoping that at this point next year, we're all so busy that we can't do something like this. This is a great quarantine thing. I thank everybody who participated. And Mark, got to do this. Riley's so sad that I have to do this. But Mark, one last time, give us your battle cry.
I am your angel of music.
And there we have it, the end of our very first Broadway March Madness tournament. Congratulations to Mark for winning, and a good hard-fought competition with Riley. And I just want to thank everybody who was involved, all 14 competitors, including Evan, who was supposed to be my assistant for this, but ended up in the tournament and doing pretty well. I thank everybody who has come to listen or watch. And if you enjoyed what happened over the last 4 weeks, I invite you to come back. If you haven't listened to a quote unquote normal, typical podcast episode where I interview a friend of mine or somebody in the theater business, I invite you to listen to all the ones that happened last season and the ones that I have lined up for over the next couple of weeks. I will probably take a week off. And so 2 weeks from when this drops, be on the lookout for a new episode. If you want to make sure you don't miss an episode, you can find me on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. You can also find me on iHeartRadio, and you can also find me on my YouTube channel, John O'Neill. I do always try to upload the interviews to YouTube if possible. Follow all those, subscribe to them, press the notification to get an email every time a new podcast drops, because I'm not always the best at making sure I drop them at the same time every week. I do try and release them on Thursday mornings, and but it may not be every week. It may be every other week or once a month or something like that. So I thank you to the competitors. I thank you to the listeners. If you are a theater person, whether it's local or anywhere across the country, especially if you're Broadway, national tour, anything like that, if you're going to school for theater, whatever, reach out to me, comment on one of the platforms in which you listen or watch, and I will try my hardest to get back to you. You can also follow me on Instagram at standby_go_podcast, and you can DM me there. So until next time.